Hello everybody, I am Benjamin Magnus here in my cozy office in Stockholm, and we're here for another incarnation of Paradox Space just to talk about what's going on before the summer. I got lower thirds now. That's beautiful. Wonderful. Anywho, moving on, we're going to start with Crusader Kings 3, Road to Power. We have an announcement trailer.
Sometimes life can feel like a dream. Take it easy, bro. But before you know it, fate comes knocking. And life deals you a whole new set of circumstances. Real strategy requires cunning.
So my producer just flicked me off because she's very bad at counting with her fingers. So that's our announcement trailer for Crusader Kings 3 Road to Power, which I'm a big fan of the like squishy eye sound at the end there. Kind of reminded me of, is it Dead Space 2, I think it is, with the like machine in the eye. Squish, squish. Yeah, she's nodding her head yes. So yeah, I'm a big fan of that trailer. I thought it looked pretty cool. But Roads to Power is going to be super interesting. It adds a whole bunch of new things to Crusader Kings, which has never been in there before. The big one being landless play. You are not, bound to a specific plot of land anymore, like you always have been in Crusader Kings. Because in all incarnations so far, whenever you lost your last holding, that was game over. But now, if you lose all your land, you can continue playing as an adventurer or a landless administrator. I got a short list of the things that are in the game. So there's a new admin form of government for Byzantium, which is kind of non-feudal. It's more bureaucracy. So like governors jockeying for position with money and power, and people moving into my eye line to the left of me. I get a window, cover up that window there. Family estates, which is I'm pretty excited for this. Manage your family's personal holdings. There's a lot of cool, you should check out the Steam page because there's a bunch of cool artwork for this up on the Roads to Power Steam page already. Influence system, like I mentioned before. So you can build influence as one of these landless characters inside the admin government. So think of it like use this big, Byzantine architecture of, nonsense for your government, and you could be a cog in the machine, the same as you could be like a count in an empire. You can be a lowly administrator in this massive government structure, and you could be an adventurer. You don't need to be even tied to your family estate. You can freely roam the map, completing quests, basically, kind of like an RPG, and building your fame and your power. And then eventually, if you want to, you can settle down, which I think that's a super cool, way to play the game. I have this, playthrough in my head of where I really want to try where I start as like an adventure in India, like adventure my way to Ireland, then settle down over there to see what happens. In the Byzantine Empire, you also have the option to choose your successor. It doesn't necessarily need to be like a hereditary family member. It could be, someone with a cool legend, or a powerful governor, someone with a lot of influence, or you could even have a emperor, just like the Roman Empire had for a lot of times. There's often co-Caesars. In addition to that, there's lots of flavor and cosmetic content for the Byzantine Empire as well. And I know all you guys out there are all Byzantinophiles, so you'll love it. So check out the Steam page. If you're interested in Crusader Kings 3 Road to Power, it is up with a bunch of screenshots and this announcement trailer and stuff like that. It's going to be super cool. I haven't actually played it yet because I don't like playing the pre-release versions usually, because before they're released, they're all partially implemented and not complete. So I've been holding off on playing this for the release, and I kind of can't wait for it myself. But we're going to move on. We have another DLC coming up for Age of Wonders 4. It's called Eldritch Realms, and we have a release date announcement. That's what this says. That we're gonna watch now. That was actually kind of creepy. I hadn't seen that one before, but I like all the spider guys. They reminded me of The spidery lantern guy from Baldur's Gate 3, who I kind of loved. He was awesome when he showed up, am I right? But anyway, Eldritch Realms has a bunch of new content, and as you can see, it's very, like, creepifying. A lot of kind of, like, Lovecraftian, underworld, zombie, skelly boys kind of things. I got a short list of things that's in it here. So the Umbral Abyss, which you saw in the trailer there, is a new layer in the game that you can adventure in, inhabited by new independent factions and such. There's new rule types called the Eldritch Sovereign, which you can use to dominate your foes, manipulate the flesh, because the flesh is weak, am I right? Praise be to the Omnissiah. Or influenced chaotic wild magic, which also sounds fun because I am a fan of chaos. There's 2 new story realms that you can play through, 2 new forms for your heroes, the Siron and Insects, 2 new mounts, which are Beetle and Death Beetle, which I feel like if you have the option of Beetle or Death Beetle, you go with the exotic Death Beetle. I mean, that's what I would be choosing. There's new Cosmic Happening events, which are kind of like mini crises. And when I read that and I saw they're called happenings, I was like, oh, that would be so much fun if it was like the movie Happening and you were playing Age of Wonders 4 and it was just like, the trees are trying to kill you. And there's a bunch of new tomes, Tome of Tentacles. I mean, I feel like we should just stop there because that's the best one. But Cleansing Flame and Corruption is in there right now. But Tome of Tentacles, yeah, we got to go with Tome of Tentacles and Death Beetle. As well as pre-made rulers, realm templates, realm traits, UI skins, and 6 new music tracks coming in Age of Wonders 4 Eldritch Realms. And again, just like Crusader Kings, we have a Steam page for that available. You can check out all of this stuff. There's pictures and a trailer and the breakdown of what's in the DLC. If you're an Age of Wonders fan, or if you haven't played before, it's a 4X game. It's a lot of fun. But anyway, that's it for Age of Wonders 4. And we are moving on to Millennia. And I was like, we got a trailer. No, we don't have a trailer. We have a picture. Hit it, Nurgle. Oh, it even went the correct direction. Yes, okay, so Millennia we are on update number 3. So we did update 1, we did update 2. We are currently on update number 3. Update number 4 has not come out yet. But update number 3 is gonna have better tooltips, new artwork, new map, new nations, tons of bug fixes, which there will be a complete list of that when it comes out. New game rules that you can customize, particularly barbarian rule sets, because I know a lot of people ask for those, and the option to quick restart your game if need be, and that is coming out soon. If you want to read more about the updates available, you can check out the Steam store page or the Paradox forums where all of that has been posted. Moving on from Millennium, we have Stellaris. I'm sorry, I thought I saw something out of the corner of my eye there. We have Stellaris Anniversary trailer to show you because it is the Stellaris Anniversary very soon. So let's take a look at that.
Greetings, Archon. How good to meet you. I am Vir. My programming insists that I advise you not to shut me down. Good. An excellent decision. As a virtual assistant robot, it has been my privilege to witness much that this galaxy has to offer. Here, let me show you. You see, the events of the cosmos resonate throughout my circuits. From void to matter to the conscious mind. My advice has proven essential to anyone with dreams of ruling the galaxy. I've been present for battles fought to the last man, woman, and/or fungal spore. Not entirely unexpected with organics in the mix. I've seen countless civilizations rise and fall, or at least meet some rather grisly fates. It's vital to never get too low, however crushing a defeat, or too smug, even after an epic victory. I have seen millions of individuals across countless civilizations, all of them chasing an endlessly expanding universe. So, I imagine you want to keep me along for the ride.
Happy birthday, Stellaris, 8 years old, and I'm personally a big fan of Stellaris because it was the very first code I had ever been given as a little tiny baby influencer almost 10 years ago. I got a code for Stellaris from the PR guy that worked here, and that kind of led through a long chain of events to be sitting here today. So if you haven't played Stellaris in a while, you should definitely give it a shot. It is much changed from when it came out 8 years ago. It is almost a completely different game at this point. In some aspects it is a completely different game. And it's just a lot of fun right now. I've been really enjoying playing very turtley nations where I just kind of like fortify my borders and then start poking people to come attack me at my giant like 50k defensive fortresses. And then I usually get my butt kicked, but that's okay because I do not mind losing in Stellaris at all. It's always a lot of fun to start a new game. But anyway, moving on from Stellaris' birthday, we have one more thing to talk about, and I actually wore the perfect shirt for this, completely by accident. So we have announced that the EU4 Grandest LAN is occurring again this year. Let me check my notes here. So tickets go on sale June 17th at paradoxinteractive.com, and the Grandest LAN is taking place from October 31st to November 2nd. In Szoka Castle in Poland, the same place we used last year because it was lovely. It was such a beautiful location. So if you are interested in a massive in-person 100-player LAN event in a literal Polish castle, go to paradoxinteractive.com. We have a little trailer. We don't have the trailer queued up today. Do we have the trailer queued up today? Awesome, we do have the trailer queued up today. So we have a little trailer that we made from last year's Grandest LAN to give you a little taste test of what the event looks like. So why don't we take a look at that real quick. One of these days, my producer will learn to count. That was counting up to a random number this time. But like I said, June 17th, the tickets go on sale. If you are interested, keep an eye out because there is a very limited amount. Only around 100 people can go. And that's going to be it for today. Very kind of a short run today because it's summer. And not the entire world knows this, but Sweden basically shuts down for July and the adjacent weeks around July. So we will be back after the summer, and we'll have more news for you then. So I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.